Hi, Thales. How you doing? All right, great examples. I think this is a good. This is an infographic, and one of the difficult things about any infographic really is creating an interesting visual while supplying the pertinent and necessary information. Infographics can be a lot of fun to design. They can also be very, very frustrating to design. I love the typography in here with the MoMA. On the floor. That's really fascinating. I think that's a fantastic job there. Really interesting. And if there's anything I would say about this, it's the one thing that I see as problematic here is the fact that there's going to be these constant referrals going from the illustration over to the written portion just to see what things are. Okay. So there's a lot of eye, it's called saccadic eye movements, and that's when the eye jumps around the composition. The less saccadic eye movements there are, typically the more effective the composition is. I'm going to show you an example of a really effective infographic, and I just happened to see it right here in Hillary's post in a link that she had included in her post. And there's something here that really caught my eye. Well, I did not want to do that. Let's go ahead and just click that no bit. But this really caught my eye right here. This is a little parking schedule. It's really simple and it's really, really effective. Note that there's not a whole lot of eye movement. What you see is what you get. So you have Monday through Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Then you have the time on the left. So everything, even that hierarchy is incredible in that the complementary colors here are showing that, showing this really, really defined contrast. So the viewer immediately knows this red area is something that stands out different from the rest, right? Now we can see that with the no parking. So this is a really simple and effective infographic. I thought it was a great job. Let's go back to 2 years. Okay, so and this is just fantastic. I'm wondering, this is a wonderful illustration. Wonderful. It's got great contrast. It's got really excellent movement, good solid central focal point, good, really nice indication of depth through the composition. Clearly established hierarchy, and it's only a 2-color job, so that's fantastic. Your producer here, art directors and creative directors will love the budget on this because it's a 2-color job, so it's very, very inexpensive to reproduce. Wow, this is a problem right here. I don't know what's worse, the color or the typography, because right now, to me, the colors, it's just ridiculous. I mean, you can't even see. It's just bad. The typography is pretty bad, too, because as we can see right here, the biggest problem here is you can't, even if this were not set in these obnoxious color gradients, these homemade gradients, I think that it's problematic in that you can't really, you don't know. The way the type is set right now, you don't know whether to read across or to read down. So, I mean, it's still an issue, and I've been looking at it for a while. Is it Alaardi Festival, Peruvian New Music and Arts? Do you see what I'm saying? It could be, or it could be Alaardi Peruvian New Music, 2810 at Worm, Festival and Arts. I've been staring at it for a while, and I still can't get it. So that's a problem. Over here, we got a problem, too, based on what? Based on proximity. Why? Because these are all so close together that there is the natural tendency that I think that these are all related, but they're not. That's the problem, and I think that's the problem typographically and as far as grouping and proximity goes. The other big question I have is, what the heck does this tiger, and this is a little baby tiger on the ground, I'm just having a real problem with this. I'm not getting it. So I thought that was really a great example for a bad illustration. Let me ask you, what would you do with this? What would you do to this? What would you do to improve this? That's what I'd like you to do in your reply. Just give me a really quick little description of how you would improve this, both in terms of visual harmony as well as typography. All right. Thanks for a great post.